Everyone has a life, and most of us will want to make that life a happy life. What we need to do is take care of ourselves, of our body and our mind. This will lead us to have a healthy and a happy life. There are two parts of the body: one, the body itself, and two, the mind. These two parts are covalent, are correlated. This means that when you have a healthy body, the consequences will be a healthy mind. But for example, if you don't take care of your mind, then your body will have bad consequences. So we need to take care of both.
Exercise is one of the most important things we can do to improve our health and makes our body healthy. This has become some system of our body, like the bones, get improved by exercise, especially if we talk about strength training. This is because some systems can get improved by that. Some systems that can improve are the bones. The bones of a person that makes this exercise can get resistant and denser than the bones that a person who didn't train. Then other structures that get improved is the muscle structure. These are pretty simple reserves contains protein and amino acids. These two things are very important to our body in case of some illness or suffer disease or get sick. This is because these two things can help us to recover faster and easier. This makes our body healthier too. You are what you eat. This phrase has very is very right. Have a lot on sense because our body needs three macronutrients to function. These are the proteins, the carbohydrates, and fats. Protein makes us recovery, and our body needs it to create new structures like the muscle structures, bone, etc. Then carbohydrates and the uh, main source of uh, energy than where our body reaches. Then fats are very important because our body uses this to generate hormones. This is very important because hormones can control basically everything in our body. Finally, sleep is one of the most important part on the day because during this time our body recovery and um, build some new structures with help of protein. Then in this time of the day our body makes chemical reacts that are very useful to our organs to function. One of the most simple examples for this is the brain. Then, if we don't sleep, simple, it can dead. Then, all three things makes our organs and system healthier. Then, it makes our body healthier. Then, makes our life healthier. Makes we life longer. Thanks.
Human beings are social. We need communication with other human beings. When we communicate, we create relationships. But sometimes the relationships can become toxic. This will lead to physical, psychological, and emotional pain. To avoid this, we need some really important aspects in relationships. The first one is boundaries. We need to establish limits between what we want to do and what we don't want to do. We need to learn how to say no. We need to respect the decision of another person, of what they want to do and what not want to do, so we can respect the other's integrity. We also need communication. It is really important because sometimes with words we can really lead to misunderstanding between the two parties. And in a relationship, you love the other part. If it can be a friendship, a romantic thing, even a familiar thing, but we need communication to communicate our needs and what we want to do, what we want to be, whatever we need with the other person. The third thing is trust. You need to trust the other person. Well, you don't need to trust. You need to create trust between the two parties, or three, or whatever parties it is. This to make healthy relationship. If you don't trust the other part, you will constantly be feeling bad in the relationship. So you need to create good moments, and moments that create trust between the two. And also something that you need is consent. This go with the hand of boundaries, because you cannot be forced to do something you don't want to do. This will lead to physical, emotional, and psychological pain. It even has to do with sexual assault and things like that. And it really isn't something that you want in a relationship. But if you want to construct a healthy relationship, you will need these aspects. The first one is privacy. There is two things: the relationship and the parties itself. You need time for the relationships, for your friends, for your family, but you also need time for yourself. So you will need to learn how to separate those. Also, what you need is to be physically secure. You don't want to be with someone that abuses you or make you feel less, or make you feel like you're constantly in danger. This also goes with putting boundaries and limits. Also, something really important in relationships is the empathy and the good emotions, like knowing when to do things. You need to have empathy with others and with yourself. If you see someone struggle, what you will want to do is help them or leave them alone. Don't force them to do things they don't want, or force them to not be sad, because everyone has emotion and controlling them is really hard. And also, if you're feeling bad, if you're angry, please don't make others pay for that. Also, another part is to spend time with others or to love them. There are different languages of love, and all persons have one or more of them. And something you can really do is make sure they know that you love them. You can spend time with them, you can give them gifts. It doesn't have to be expensive gift, it can be something cute and little. It can be also words of affirmation or physical contact. But it is really nice to know that you love someone and they love you back. Even if it is platonic, it is still love, and it is really cute. So, the second point is mental health. You don't need to take care of your mind only if you have a mental illness. You need to take care of your mind every time. For example, most of us, we have projects like work or school, art project, I don't know, sport. And sometimes we are overcharged with homework or whatever. And this makes us struggle. So it is important that we organize and we do the things we know we can do. Don't overcharge yourself, because this can lead, for example, in anxiety, in stress, even in depression. And how I said, this will lead to not a healthy life. So we need to take care of our minds. So things we can do to take care of our minds. First one is self-care. This can be like taking yourself in baths, doing skincare, loving ourselves, even journaling. This is self-care, and it will help you first to know yourself better, and second to take care of your mind and your body. So the second thing you can do is having good sleep. Sleeping is really important. No, I mean, but like really. If you don't sleep well, there will be consequences in your mind and in your body, but this will be functional consequences. For example, if you are sleepy, you cannot do math well, you cannot think well, you cannot function well. Even sometimes we cannot move well without sleep. So it is really important. Also, more than sleep, we need rest. It doesn't have to be sleeping or having vacations. It can be little breaks between the work that we do, or for example, something that I really like is working a week and leaving one day just for yourself. This is the rest day. In this day, you can spend time with yourself. It is also something that you need, spending time alone. This will help you know yourself better, and it will help. It will really help. Another thing that you need in order to have good mental health is spending time with yourself. This will make you and help you to know yourself better. Also, it is really important to have a positive and a positive mindset, and to be grateful with what you have. It will really help.